Hey, this is Mark, and today I've got an iPhone 7 that has had audio IC repair and is now um, saying no SIM. No, it's not detecting a SIM even when a SIM is put in. So, first thing we're going to do, take diode mode readings. That's 0.6, that is 0.6, that is 0.575. Open line, ground, and 0.57. So our open line right here should have read about the same as this, which is 0.575. So it should have read, close to that. But we've got open line, and comparing to a known good, the answer is that that's no good. So let's just hop over to ZXW real quick. And we've got that pin selected, and it goes to baseband CPU. Now what we're looking at on ZXW is an Intel baseband CPU, but even if it was a Qualcomm, that pin would still go straight to baseband CPU. So either way, whether this board is Intel or Qualcomm, we should be getting a reading on that pin. All right, so we'll go back, and really the fact that it's open line can only mean that during the previous audio IC repair, baseband CPU was heated up too much, and now there's an open line, there's a cold joint, there's no connection. So we're going to have to take the baseband CPU off and reball it and stick it back on. That's really our only option here. Now I've already booted this phone up, and it does detect like the modem firmware and the IMEI and all that stuff. So the baseband is basically good, except for the part about talking to the SIM reader. All right. So first we got to get this shield off. So as you can see, I've already got it on the hot plate. I'm just adding a little bit of extra heat with my hot air. Get that shield off real quick. Now we want to clean all of this thermal compound off. It's just going to get in our way. Really all we're worried about is the stuff that's around the baseband CPU. All right, so during my shield removal, I'm 100% certain that I did not get things too hot. But we can clearly see here that during that touch IC repair, stuff did get just a little bit hotter than it should. Let me just get rid of those little guys. Just pick that last little bit of thermal compound out, and now we can start picking away the underfill. Now, of course, this is where if I did editing, I would speed this up, but I don't. So you're just going to sit here and suffer through right along with me. Or maybe you'll skip ahead until I'm done. Who knows? All right, we are getting there. Almost done. Oh, just lost a cap. Goodbye, brother. All right. So now we have underfill has been picked away. And we've got to get this baseband PMIC off of here. So we're going to get this coil and just set him aside for now. Just get him out of the way so that our IC removal tool can get in there and do the job we need done. And there we go. Now I can see that I have pulled a few pads as I pulled that baseband CPU up, but looking from here, it looks like they're all NC. We'll confirm that as we go. And if necessary, we'll place a few jumpers. But, you know, it looks like they're probably all NC. And I've got my dog growling at me, telling me he wants to go outside. So I'm going to get up to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and prep both the board and the chip so that we can just kind of pick this back up once I'm ready to go with the actual, you know, next part of the repair. There's enough videos of me cleaning underfill and reballing chips that we don't need to record that. So I will pick this right back up once we're caught up to that point. All right, so we're back. I've got my baseband PMIC, or baseband CPU reballed. We're going to stick this guy on here, and we're going to hope for the best. We'll stick this guy back on, and then we will put on the coil again, and then we'll see if we get the correct diode mode reading on the sim tray. And if we do, we'll see if this boots up and detects sims properly. Although, to be honest, I don't know what carrier it's on, so I can't confirm that it picks up service, because I can't put a known good SIM card in there. Because the carrier in settings is actually blank right now. So I can't see what is the last carrier that this phone accepted. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Now we can get coil back in place. Ugh. I can get it out of the little hole I stuck it in so I didn't lose it. Oh, it's wedged itself under the spring. Oh, pain in the ass. Oh, and here I am not wanting to edit anything. I'm just gonna try to make this process. Okay, coil. Get out of there. All right. Now we'll get this guy back where he goes, and then we'll be done. Of course, I'm not worried about that cap even a tiny bit. That cap is just gonna be gone. Okay, so that should be on there pretty good now. And the board is still a little bit hot, but I think we can probably go ahead and take a diode mode reading on that pin in the SIM tray. And now we are getting a reading, which is right now it's about 5.520 and counting up. And so is the one next to it. So yeah, these guys should read about the same. These guys should read about the same. And then we've got a ground and a power delivery there, which reads a little bit lower than the others. All right, so as far as the multimeter is concerned, looks like we're in pretty good shape. So the next thing to do is we're going to take my old SIM card and put it in there. See if we get a SIM detect, and if maybe it'll pick up some AT&T network. All right. Okay, let's start her up. Oh, I didn't realize I've had the hand camera off this entire time. So sorry about that. But we're going. Oh, lovely. We're gonna do the baseband. Nope. Oh, that scared me. All right. So now rather than no SIM, we have no service. So that is a good sign. We don't have no service with that triangle with the exclamation point. And I'm not going to show it on the camera, but I do still have modem firmware, IMEI, ICCID. And then we've got carrier now actually shows that it's AT&T. So I don't want to expose this person's information. You're going to have to trust me that this is now good to go. So if you end up with no SIM after audio IC repair, this is one of many possible solutions. Actually, the most likely solution is going to be reball that baseband CPU. Pretty much anytime you have any service issues after touch IC or audio IC repair, the answer is going to be reball that baseband CPU, even though you don't want to. So there you go. Another one solved.